When you need some chips, you better get them quick, and that's why you get them from QuickChips. But one thing I'll tell you, I smell gimmick infringement. My name is Brandon, and that's Hugo Mahoney.
Snack time, Pally, and if they're infringing on our gimmick, there's gonna be a beatdown. Four Horsemen style, baby.
That's right. I know of a show called ChampionChips where
Yes.
these two dudes sit around and like put two chips together against each other and decide which one's the best one.
We just had an episode of the Super Bowl, and the reigning championship Doritos Salsa Verde once again came out on top. What's going on here? I have no idea, Frito-Lay, but there might be a problem.
There might be. Now, they're not calling it ChampionChips because they're not as clever as us.
No.
They're not as smart because, you know, you can't just use a play on words. They're calling it flavor swap, so they're getting kinky with it.
Trying not to be confrontational.
Yeah, but you have an obvious, you know, tournament-style thing going on here with, like, a versus thing happening with all these different types of chips.
Oh.
You know, so they're basically fighting against each other for supremacy. Which chip is the champion chip? So it's the same thing. But I digress. There are 4 flavors that have been introduced by Lay's this year, just this past month here, that are in the offering to perhaps unseat prior flavor.
Yeah, as it says right here on the bag, one stays, one goes is how they're marketing this whole deal.
Yep.
We don't really care about the old ones. We're interested in the new stuff because it's onward and upward with the SnackSociety. So we're not going to do a compare and contrast. We're just going to simply give you our scores on the new chips. And then whatever the heck happens with this tournament, I don't really even care.
Me either.
It can go however way, but we'll see if some of these are good or if they're not.
Because I never buy any of these anyway, just off the market.
Oh yeah, they're getting some of these I've never seen. I mean, I don't. Sea salt and cracked pepper.
I've seen that one.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Or if I've seen it, I've seen it once. I definitely have never bought it.
But anyway,
Right,
today
let's get to it.
we're going to do 2 this week and 2 next week. First 2 are the hots. I guess you call them hots. The second 2 are the knots. This one is fiery roasted habanero. Habanero, one of my favorite peppers.
That sounds like a hell of a combination.
Hot
I'm definitely
and
interested.
sweet.
If done right.
Yeah.
If done right, but when it's thrown down, I like the idea of it. It's got my attention.
Absolutely. And these are taking on the incumbent Flamin' Hot, which is just generic red hot.
Right.
You know, there's not much going on there. They show some peppers on there, but I don't think it tastes like those peppers.
So it should be adding more to the flavor profile with the habanero deal going on. Now, one of the most interesting ones I've heard a lot of excitement about online on the Twitter machine and all over the interwebs is the Korean barbecue. Now, the Korean barbecue is going up against generic honey barbecue. So we're just talking generic honey flavor barbecue versus, which should be much more exotic, it seems like they're trying to add a little bit more variety to what they're doing here than just generic cheese and cheddar and sour cream, honey barbecue, flamin' hot. I mean, that's a cop out. Flamin' hot.
Yeah, that's just that's just that red crap they throw on all their different products.
Yeah, they're trying to get more specific with it, so it's all about, I think the big trick here is, can they pull this off? They might be trying to be too fancy, but let's see.
Let's start with the Korean barbecue.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm not that proficient in Korean barbecue in terms, I haven't had that many experiences with it. I remember I went to the Quiznos and found out they were selling, I was going to say bukkake, bulgogi.
I hope they're not.
Behind the counter there, and I almost got them shut down because it was like unsafe because they were just using like weird stuff, and you can't just sell that at Quiznos. But
man,
anyway,
Quiznos, I know that's what you do there.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow,
let's see, Korean barbecue.
They smell very interesting. I can't really tell you exactly what that aroma is. Is that like a daikon thing going on there? What is that?
It's very much a savory, sweet kind of smell. A little bit of hint of beef, but not, it's a Maris beef variety. I mean, on the front, they're straight up showing, you know, like beef kebab action going on there. So I think that's what they're going for. It's just like a beef flavor, kind of.
With some barbecue sauce.
Yeah, so let's grab a handful. Now, they're very much, they're dark. Darker than normal.
They've definitely got an aroma that's interesting. I like that aroma.
Yeah, it's definitely got some beef going on. There's some powder going on, some seasoning.
A little sweetness.
Yeah. It's a very savory, sweet smell. It's very enticing. Not necessarily Korean barbecue, I don't know. But definitely different than the normal barbecue chips. I'll give it that. It doesn't smell like normal barbecue Lays.
Well, let's find out how good they are. There we go.
Like so many of these, it takes a second.
It started out with a real funk, and then it kind of worked into a sweet barbecue-y kind of taste.
It comes hard with the sweetness all of a sudden. It's like a switch goes off, and it's like, ooh, here's the sweetness. And it does definitely have a barbecue taste going on.
Yeah.
Mixed with a little bit of beef, kind of in there.
Yeah, I do get a little bit of that, a little bouillon action.
Yeah. Not super heavy. The sweet is the overwhelming flavor I'm getting on it. Pretty good. I'm not overwhelmed by them though. I'm not totally loving them. Can't see eating a lot of them.
Not real salty.
No, it's the sweetness is a bit too overwhelming. I think I'm gonna get tired of the sweetness pretty quick. That in mind, not bad, but not great either. I'm gonna go 2/3. 3/4, I would want to really eat these.
Yeah.
These, after probably these couple I have here, I'm done. I'm out. The sweetness is too sweet for me personally.
There's a funk, a prevailing funk to these that for some reason, and it's not just the aroma, it's in the taste. And again, I'm not into Korean barbecue just because I'm ignorant to it for the most part, but you know, does it taste like Korean barbecue? I don't know, but does it taste like something I'd want to eat today or tomorrow or the next day? Not really.
Yeah.
So I'm going 5/8. Yeah, these are not starting things off good for the flavor swap so far. I think honey barbecue is going to whoop the ass.
Yeah, honey barbecue would do better. I want some saltiness to go with it. I want this overwhelming sweet. I want something else with it. They're okay. Tell us what you think on these. These are very kind of confounding. I don't see them bowling anybody over though. And that was kind of the consensus I was getting online from people too going into this. So, all right, let's see.
Number 2 is your fiery roasted habanero.
Yes.
Or fire roasted habanero.
This has potential to be awesome.
Fiery roasted habanero. And yeah, this is the one I've been looking forward to the most. I love habanero peppers. At one point or another, I was putting them in just about everything I cooked, but I stopped that because, you know, anyhow. These smell weird too.
No habanero smell?
Yeah, there is habanero smell, but
or is it an overwhelming scent of hot?
No, it's just habanero smell, and you know that's what's weird about it is because when I usually smell a hot chip, it doesn't smell like anything other than just hot. It's just kind of like maybe a jalapeno occasionally.
Definitely orangish red.
Yeah, and that's
so it's just denoting the heat, and that's a consistent look through the whole bag.
And you know, habaneros are orange, so that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that part fits perfectly. Yeah, a little bit of peppery scent, but I'm not getting anything. Oh my God, he's gonna be super spicy.
No, it's not. It's not seeming like it to me. But
yeah,
they have flames.
Yes,
there's flames there. So if that's the case, they should be hot.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. It's going to build.
I'm still waiting for it, yeah.
It's going to build. It's there.
Is the house on fire?
No, not yet.
Number 2? Yeah, okay, now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it tastes like habanero. Right on.
Okay, on number 3.
Starting to feel it in my eyes a little bit. It's not something that's really going to make me tear up or sweat, but it's biting my tongue a little bit.
I'm getting a little bit in the back of my nose. That's nice. That's a nice heat, and on 3 chips, it's hitting nice and good now. Yeah, that's what it should be. That's what it should be. You know what? It shouldn't be so overwhelming on the first chip. So this is good. Now, which one are these going up against? Or just generic flaming hot?
Ding, 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 ding.
These win. These win.
Are we going unanimous
nice
on the rating on this?
I'm a full thumbs up on
Absolutely.
these. These I like.
Ding.
These I like. Easy winner. Easy winner.
These are freaking badass. They taste like habanero. They are not going to blast you away at first, but you're going to then be like, ooh, that's nice and spicy.
This is a good one. If they keep these around this summer, these and a cold beer. Ooh. Hell of a tag team
Corona
right there.
and lime with the habanero. Yes, sir.
These are deadly. These are good.
Full thumbs up on these. Other ones, not so much. These are definitely going to kick the ass of the flaming hot, and if you don't think so, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Good flavor. Good flavor.
Thanks for watching our first installment of QuickChips featuring the flavor swap. We'll be back next week to check out the smoked Gouda and chive.
Trying to be fancy.
As well as the olive oil and herb. Is that what it says?
Yeah, olive oil and herb. They're trying to get real fancy on these next ones. I don't know. But yeah, those habanero. Strong.
Without a doubt. Thanks for watching. Got chips falling out of my mouth. You can join the SAS group on Facebook by clicking on the link down below. Hundreds of the coolest people in the whole world. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS, at Hilo Mahoney, and at A Brick in the SAS back there as well.
Yes.
And what do we do when we follow us?
Oh, you gotta follow us. You gotta do one more thing. And no matter where you're at on the social media networks, on the interwebs, hashtag SnackSociety all day, every day. Tell us what you're snacking on. Tell us what we're snacking on. And you know what else? You join the Four Horsemen. You get jumped in. Lays is trying to do a beatdown. You don't want a beatdown from the Snack Society.
Like, favorite, share, subscribe. Habanero all the way. We'll see you next time, boy.